Embodied Metaphor, number 3, finding fluidity and flow through the twisting movement. There are 6 fundamental movements that the human body makes, and these are things that are developed in strength training. And one of these is this, the twisting movement. Now, it's a movement that we don't really do very much. And of course, there are more evolved versions of twisting. You can see here I'm twisting all of my body as far as it will go, looking all the way behind me. But the way that we think about this at the Soma Space is, again, thinking of this very, very simple fundamental movement that we don't often do as a way to be an embodied metaphor, to think about something. Perhaps you feel in your life that there isn't really very much flow. Things are sort of happening, but in a kind of rather robotic way. And this, let's say, this slight stuckness is also being manifested in the way that you move. One great way to explore this is to use the twist to think about finding a bit of fluidity and flow in your movements again, particularly through these the twisting movements. What I'm going to do here is demonstrate, demonstrate 2 very simple ways that exercises that we use to explore this idea here at the Soma Space. And one of them is this. It's a Tai Chi warm-up exercise that's called swinging arms, because you can see my arms are swinging around here, and actually the movement of my arms comes from the movement of my lower body. It's my hips that are turning here, my hips and my waist, and these are directing my arms. I'm just allowing my arms to fly around here. There's a link in the comments below to a longer demonstration of this Tai Chi warm-up exercise called swinging arms. We can also do this swinging in a different way. We can do backwards and forwards swinging. I'll start that again. Backwards and forwards swinging. I start with my feet about hip width apart. One hand comes forward, the other one comes back, and then the same on the other side. And you can see here that I'm also turning at the waist. I'm twisting my spine here. So twisting, bringing the arms up and back down, and up and down, and so on. So 2 variations of a twisting movement. Number 1, first variation of swinging arms from the practice of Tai Chi, and a second one, twisting here in a different plane of movement. So there's one more I wanted to demonstrate here, which is, it comes from boxing. So elsewhere on this channel, there's quite a few demos, instructional videos about simple boxing or boxercise. That's another thing that we do here at the Soma Space. And 2 punches in particular are really good to think about this twisting motion, which are the hooks. So we start off in boxing with jab and cross, sometimes known as the straights, and then hook and hook. And you can see here when I'm doing this hooking, left hook, right hook, left hook, right hook, I'm also twisting on the balls of my feet, which is perhaps the most important thing. Let's twist again like we did last summer, turning it into a bit of a rock and roll, 50s rock and roll movement. You get the picture here. Thinking about how a very simple movement can be an embodied metaphor for something else, finding a bit more fluidity and flow in your life using this twisting motion that the human body naturally makes. We don't do this very much. Perhaps we spend a lot of time sitting at a desk looking at a computer, or sitting in a chair looking at a TV, or sitting in a driver's seat of a car, driving a car, or walking in that direction. This movement, the twist, which is all to do with the ability of the spine to be fluid and mobile. We don't do very much of it, and this is a great way to practice it, and also to reflect on the idea of finding a bit more fluidity and flow. So, swinging arms variation number 1. Something to reflect on. Swinging arms variation number 2. As I said, there'll be descriptions for these, links to videos for these in the description below. And the last one is hooks, thinking about this hooking movement from boxing and boxercise. Hope you've enjoyed this simple explainer about embodied metaphor, finding fluidity and flow through the twisting movement.